Hey guys, Rob here with McDojo Life, and today we're going to be discussing why martial arts is the devil. Let's watch it, then let's break it down.
That's a spiritual punch, okay? That's a spiritual punch this guy just had.
About 3 months ago, I decided to step out of the martial arts. I've been training in karate for 34 years. 34 years ago, I received my black belt in this very room. When I got my black belt, my sensei had cut me with his family sword, which was an 800-year-old samurai sword. He had cut me from my neck to my belly button. He was extending the right hand of righteousness in the blood of Jesus to his son.
What advice would you give someone out there who's trapped in spirits of martial arts?
There's no such thing as Christian MMA, karate, anything else. You are, by your very moves, demonstrating in the spirit realm that you are worshiping the devil. And you may not think you are, but the devil knows what you're doing.
So let's go ahead and take this piece by piece and break it down a little bit. Just a little backstory. This guy's been a part of the congregation for a very long time. And as of recent, they found out that he was a part of some type of a rock band way back in the day, and that he trained martial arts, which is funny because he trained martial arts at the exact place where the congregation is. And he's here to help get his insomnia cured. So let's watch how they cure this insomnia.
That's a spiritual punch, okay? That's a spiritual punch this guy just had.
So, if the underlying theme in this entire video is the fact that the guy is like basically condemning martial arts, and martial arts is bad and it's demonic. So how do they cure it? They punch him in the stomach with a cross. Like, okay, so you're going to use a martial arts technique to cure the guy? All right, interesting. So let's keep this train rolling.
About 3 months ago, I decided to step out of the martial arts. I've been training in karate for 34 years. 34 years ago, I received my black belt in this very room.
So the guy's been studying martial arts for 34 years, according to him. And in this time, in that 34 years, he said he also got his black belt 34 years ago. So did he get it on day one? Did they just hand him the black belt the first day he showed up and was like, congratulations, you showed up, you got a black belt? Or was it like within that time frame of that year? Did he get it in like 6 months to a year? Either way, the guy's story starts off quite ridiculous, but it gets worse.
When I got my black belt, my sensei had cut me with his family sword, which was an 800-year-old samurai sword. He had cut me from my neck to my belly button.
So when he received his black belt, the guy pulls out a katana, and in all this guy's wisdom, 34 years of training, he still calls it a samurai sword. He pulls out the katana and cuts him from his neck all the way down his body. Now, I'm no doctor, but I don't see any scars on this dude whatsoever. And another thing is, like, you trained 34 years and that was your first experience? Like, you received your black belt and then you decided to continue to train 34 years after you got cut from your neck to your belly button? What kind of crazy person does this? This guy, apparently. Let's keep it going.
He was extending the right hand of righteousness in the blood of Jesus to his son.
The right hand of righteousness. That is some culty shit to fucking say. Oh my God. I'm just dumbfounded by how ignorant this comes off.
What advice would you give someone out there who's trapped in spirits of martial arts?
There's no such thing as Christian MMA, karate, anything else. You are, by your very moves, demonstrating in the spirit realm that you are worshiping the devil. And you may not think you are, but the devil knows what you're doing.
I could roll my eyes back into my head a little deeper. I think they'd fall out my butthole. Like, first of all, he's right about one thing. You're right. There is no Christian MMA. There is no Christian karate. There's no Christian martial arts in general. There are people who practice the religion of Christianity and also practice martial arts, because martial arts are not a religion. They are a martial art. And I like how he clumps all martial arts in together, like they're all bad. Like most martial art, they all come from a country of origin. So you have jiu-jitsu, like Japan, and then that gets traveled over to Brazil, and you have Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Then you have kung fu, which is more originated in China. Then you have things like boxing or Western boxing. You have Salat. You have fucking pancration. You have wrestling, you have judo, you have aikido. There's all these different martial arts, and they all have different places of origin. I'm just dumbfounded by the way that this sounds to basically say that everybody who practices martial arts is basically worshiping the devil, whether we know it or not, is astronomically stupid. It's kind of like saying if I reach out to grab something, which is almost the exact same movement as a jab or a cross, that I'm now practicing Satanism because I reached out for something because it's the exact same body mechanics as a jab or a cross. This guy is a fucking moron. I'm really curious what your thoughts are as with the Christian argument that this guy has. So by all means, in the comment section below, please add your thoughts on what he just got done saying, because I am always curious to know other people's beliefs and structures. Also, we have a documentary coming out for about fake martial arts. We'd love to be able to make that film for you and dive deep into the psyche and understand more about why people fall for stuff kind of like this. So if you would donate, it's McDojoLife.com. The link is in the description below. Thank you all for the likes, comments, shares, and subscriptions. Keep the martial arts legit.